We got ourselves another puzzle in the works. Time to batch out a quick one that you can do just in time for a family get-together or a holiday. Don't mind that right there. That's a surprise that's going to be featured in an upcoming video here in the next few weeks. So we've done quite a few puzzles, and a lot of the puzzles have a similarity in the solution. But even though the solution is similar, you'll be really surprised that people can't take that solution from one puzzle and apply it to other ones. They're just too involved with the different shape, different aspects of the puzzle, which is why I like adding some extra stuff to it. This one's going to be another quick build utilizing some balls. They're not blue still. Some paracord and some scrap wood that I got kicking around the shop. Let's build it. This one we're gonna start off with our template that we used on another puzzle. Kind of like that shape. Got a scratch and dent board here that has some bad spots and some knots in it, but we'll be able to use it with that template to get a good piece out of it. Some paracord, and 4 of these ball bead things, whatever you want to call them. Let's get down to tracing that template out. Nothing overly special here, just gonna reuse that template that I used on the previous puzzle build, get the outside traced out, and then since I did put the holes in the template, I'll go ahead and mark my holes to drill out for center. Just a simple, easy process. Going to run this over to the bandsaw, and just like previous puzzle builds that I've done with the bandsaw, just gonna cut this out to a real rough dimension, stay off my line maybe an eighth, probably closer to a 16th of an inch, so I can take it to the power sander and get it down to its final dimension. Over on the power sander, the closer I stay to my line, the less sanding work I got to do, and comes out really nice. Now that I got my rough shape out, go ahead and punch these holes to run it to the drill press. Just going to run these through here quick. The size of hole is going to vary depending on what cordage you're using. I just use something that could easily get 3 pieces of cord through. Then just a quick run over with the orbital hand sander. Get rid of any funny little cut marks that might have been left over and made this a piece of scrap wood instead of a regular sales piece. Now time to drill out my balls. This one I'm going to be drilling a pretty big hole in, and I'm a little worried about tear out, so I'm going to drill a pilot hole in it first, and then I'm going to step up to a larger bit, drill halfway through, flip it around, line that pilot hole up with the center of the bit, and finish the hole the rest of the way through. Makes for a much nicer finished product with almost zero tear out. Now I'm gonna move to next size up bit. This one's gonna be able to fit 2 pieces of cord that I'm using into it, but I want to be careful not to go all the way through into the other hole. I want to keep those separate. And since this bit's already chalked up, I have 1 ball that I need the same hole in to fit 2 pieces of cordage. So just knock out that hole probably about somewhere around an eighth of an inch or a little bit better. Now step down to a bit that's going to be more about the size of a single piece of cordage and drill out the other 2 remaining balls. Now on to the finish where this project's really going to shine. Decided to make myself a little janky jig out of some bamboo skewers and a piece of scrap wood to hold these balls instead of trying to balance them on those painting triangles on the skewers. This seems to work quite a bit better when it comes down to finishing these things. Got all our pieces dried up now. Got our rounded triangle all finished up. Got our pile of balls that still aren't blue. And 3 lengths of paracord that's, I'd say, about 8 inches or so, give or take. Not too crucial how long these are. Let's go ahead and get to assembly. Assembly time. I'm going to use some 5-minute epoxy here to secure all these. So we'll go ahead and mix that up quick. And now we're going to take the one with 2 holes, thread our paracord through, 1 hole at the top, put these together, do a little dab of epoxy here in the small hole. Make sure to get some down in the bottom and the sides. Get these 2 ends together. And push them right into that hole. Give them a little twist. I try to line up the 2 cords like that so it goes in line with the big hole. Take our next piece, thread it through the large hole, and you're going to want to put it through the 2 remaining holes. We'll flip this around so it's a little less cumbersome to deal with. And now we're going to take the smaller drilled holes and glue those in with some epoxy. Just give them a little bit of twist to spread that around evenly. Now we're going to let that set. Now we'll take our last one that has a slightly larger hole drilled in it. Rinse and repeat. Now for this one, we're going to want to gingerly roll this back over. Take our paracord, loop it around one of the bottom strings, put it together, and get that down to the bottom of that hole. Okay, that's it for assembly. We'll go ahead and let that cure up for probably about 20 minutes to make sure it's good and dry. Got everything all dried up, and this is what you're going to end up with. We have this one piece looped around in there, beads on the back, and one bead up top with a string going through. Now let's get to the solution for this puzzle. Solution time. So we got this piece. The object is to get this piece separate from the rest of the puzzle. And this is going to be piggybacking on quite a few of the other puzzles that I've done. What you're going to do, fold this up, go behind, fish the loop through, and the bead, Pull that, fold it again, go behind this cord, fish the loop through the bead, and we have it separate. Now to reset, go on the front, push it through, push your bead, and repeat on the other side. Fish it through, push your bead through, and we're locked back in. Really simple, but you'll be surprised how many people are going to have a problem with this. And that's going to put another puzzle in the books. This one is another really simple, easy build. Just pick up some beads, use whatever scrap wood you got laying around, do your own shape. Honestly, I bet if you increase the length of these strings, you'd probably cause people a lot more problems because they're going to be more interested in how they can loop it around all the other parts of the puzzle before they actually figure out the trick to this. Thanks for coming along with me on this one, and if you haven't yet, give me a like, maybe a comment, and if you're feeling generous, give me a subscribe. We're pushing towards that 2,000 mark, and we're almost to 1,700. Thanks for watching.